Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Mano 777, and we're back inside of Destiny, here with your weekly reset video for Tuesday, January 17th, 2017. We're going to be going over all the endgame content that you can do this week inside of Destiny, including the raid, Iron Banner, which is coming up, the Nightfall, and more. So if you like something in this video, a positive rating would be greatly appreciated. Hit that subscribe button for more Destiny content, and feel free to leave a comment down below. So with that, guys, let's get started. First of all, we have not been here in a while, but the Nightfall this week is Find the Darkblade on the Dreadnought. The modifiers this week are going to feature Epic, Arc Burn, where arc damage from any source is greatly increased, Specialist, where special weapon damage is favored, Juggler, where no ammo drops from your equipped weapon are available, and Airborne, where players deal more damage while in the air. The things you're going to want to bring along for your Nightfall is you've got to get your Zalo Supercell along with you. Bring some type of arc sniper rifle as well as arc machine gun or rocket launcher. I actually have both somewhere on my character. I'm going to be using my Stormcaller for this, I believe. But this is going to be a really nice one to do this week. Really no massive sources of arc damage except for maybe some Taken, some Hive Boomers to look out for this week. I'll have the solo Nightfall video up shortly after I am done with the weekly reset video. So guys, that is the Nightfall for this week. Let's go out to orbit and see what else there is to do this week in Destiny. As I said before earlier, the weekly Nightfall strike is here. Make sure that you go over to Zavala on Earth and make sure you pick up all of your strike elite bounties. And again, if you complete that weekly Nightfall strike, the skeleton key will be there for you to pick up. Next up this week for the SIVA Crisis Heroic playlist, we have Arc Burn, Specialist, and Exposure. So very similar with Arc Burn and Specialist here in terms of the SIVA Crisis Heroic. I think it's going to be really easy for you to farm that this week. Just turn on your Zalo Supercell and get to it. That'll get you Treasures of the Dawning as well as plenty of legendary marks. I think that'd be easy to farm if you're not playing Iron Banner, which is also going to be dropping this week. Today's daily heroic story is to travel to Phobos and investigate the Cabal distress signal. Today's competitive multiplayer is Rift, and of course that'll let you net you legendary marks. Iron Banner will be here soon, and actually we are going to have this replaced here with Iron Banner. But let's go over to the Crucible and figure out what we have in terms of weekly Crucible options this week. This week we've got the Freelance 6v6 playlist, and that is where you solo queue only a mix of Control, Clash, and Rift, as well as Mayhem Rumble. If there was ever a week to have Mayhem Rumble, this was a week to have it. So, again, a Radiant Treasure Package and Legendary Marks are hit up when you guys are doing your weekly Crucible playlist. Again, when Iron Banner drops today, these will be over here in the Crucible area of your Director. Going over to the Reef, which can still get you light level equivalent gear. The modifiers this week are going to be Brawler, Precision Kill Bonus, and Grounded. So Brawler, essentially your melee abilities are significantly enhanced. Grounded basically means that when you are up in the air, you are going to do enemies are going to do a lot of damage towards you. So something to think about when you are doing that. Round 1 is going to feature the add-ons of Vex. Round 2 is going to feature the add-ons of Cabal with Norusk, Servant of Oryx. Round 3 is going to feature Psylocke the Defiled with the add-ons of Hive. So every single boss in here is going to be a Takenified boss. Make sure you go over to the Vestian Outpost and pick up the Queen's bounties, because she'll have some good stuff for you to do over there in case if you were looking to get Queen's armor. Let's talk about the raid this week. This week we have the Aksis Challenge Mode. Aksis Challenge essentially means that anytime Aksis teleports, there are 3 plates in the back of the boss room. Anytime he teleports, you need to make sure that you slam your empowerment into one of the areas so you can supercharge the boss. Again, if you have questions on that, make sure you stop by the stream. You can find all that information down below. I bring people through the raids all the time. I know we'll be doing a mix of Iron Banner as well as raids this week. So that is the Wrath of the Machine. Again, you can get the ship, you can get helmet, helmets, and you can get primary weapons from the Wrath of the Machine chest in case if you do complete the Aksis Challenge Mode, along with perfected ornaments. Let's go ahead and go over to the Iron Temple to see what they have in store for us for artifacts and more. Okay, we are at Tyra Karn. We're going to be visiting her and taking a look at the artifacts that she has for sale this week and seeing if they are any good. First of all, we've got the Memory of Scory with his strength roll. When your super is full, nearby allies' supers recharge faster. This is by far the strongest artifact in the game right now. However, the strength roll of 100 is lacking. Next up, we have the Memory of Radagast, which gains the ability to reflect energy-based projectiles when guarding with the sword, increased sword ammo capacity. This is a really nice one, especially if you like using the sword. You have to be holding on and having the sword equipped and using it to get enhanced sword ammo capacity. It's got an intellect roll of 74, strength roll of 77, one of the better rolls we've seen on the Memory of Radagast. And finally, we have the Memory of Gellion, which grants a detailed radar. Radar persists when sighting with primary weapons. And this has got a discipline roll of 78 and a strength roll of 79. There are two really nice artifacts this week. Probably the best one to pick up is the Memory of Gellion. It does have a discipline strength roll, but the Memory of Radagast also has a very nice intellect strength roll. I would say pick these two up, especially Memory of Gellion would be pretty nice with gaining a detailed radar along with Crucible and PvP. This one is just really good if you're going to go in and have a lot of fun. Scories, if you absolutely need it, you can go pick this one up, but the roll this week is not very good. Let's go over to Shiro 4 and see what he has in store for us for the Vanguard Scout bounties. Again, and all those things that you need to do when you are going into the Plaguelands and the Archon's Forge. All right, the bounties we have this week are complete public events in the Plaguelands, use arc damage to kill Fallen, complete captain encounters in the Archon's Forge, and then finally complete vandal encounters in the Archon's Forge. I definitely have this one picked up, and if you're going to do any type of strike this week, especially SIVA Crisis Heroic and Farm Ed, this is one that's really nice to have. Let's see if we've got any decent rolls here. Nothing that is maximum 100% rolls in terms of the class items that you can get from the Vanguard Scout. Let's go over to the tower and see what is in store over there. Alright guys, we are at the tower. Lord Shaxx is right over here. In my last video, someone asked me if I could start posting what different faction type was actually different donations in terms of materials. So the very first one, we've got Dead Orbit, which is currently accepting Spirit Bloom. Future War Cult is covering Spin Metal this week, and New Monarchy is covering Helium Filaments. For Lord Shaxx, let's see what the weekly bounty is for him this week. And we've got Clash, which is absolutely fantastic because Iron Banner is going to be featuring Clash. Make sure that you go pick that up immediately so you can get that for Iron Banner drops today. Going over to Lord Zavala, the bounties that we have for the Strike Elites. Earn Gold Tier, Silver Tier, and Bronze Tier achieved medals. We can always get the Sunrise bounty. If you have not gotten your Icebreaker yet, this is the one you want to be looking for. And then get 150 enemy kills with your fire team during a SIVA Crisis Strike to earn Brutal Efficiency medals. These two items will get you legendary armor pieces, and the Sunrise bounty will get you a legendary weapon. Going on over here, we're going to take a look at anything else that needs to be covered this week. First of all, Iron Banner, I actually made a video for all the different roles you're going to want to be looking for when Aphrodite shows up at the over at Felwinter Peak, over at her spot with the new Iron Banner. So check out that video here. Just a couple of things for you to note. There is going to be a hot fix that is going to be incoming shortly after Iron Banner drops. Iron Banner usually drops about 1 p.m. on the East Coast, and that is going to be about 10 o'clock around the Pacific Standard Time. But then very shortly after that, they're going to have a hot fix, so expect that to be coming very shortly after that. And guys, that is everything that you need to know in Destiny this week. Again, if you found something in this video that you enjoyed or something that helped you out, a positive rating is greatly appreciated. Hit that subscribe button for more Destiny Rise of Iron content, or even when Destiny 2 comes out, we're going to be covering a ton of stuff over there. Check out my Twitch live streams. All that information is down in the description box below. I help people out a ton with the raids, and we're going to be running a lot of Iron Banner this week. And with that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time in the universe of Destiny.